Today now we'll discuss we'll derive Newton's second law in polar coordinates. Very interesting. Okay, Newton's second law in polar coordinates. We know F is equal to ma, mass into acceleration or rate of change of momentum. That the force applied causes rate of change of momentum, that you know, the basic thing. F is equal to ma we write, and after that m into d square x by dt square. So, one x coordinate, the particle is travelling in along x axis y z in the terms, that is in Cartesian coordinate terms it is described. Now, we will see in polar coordinates. Polar coordinates are r and theta. Okay. So, in general, say the particle is travelling in a plane somewhere here. If you take a particle point P, okay, the unit vector along x axis I and along y axis is j. So, here r bar can be written as xi plus yj, right. Say the particle now, the same particle, let us take polar coordinates. In terms of polar coordinates, if you take say the on the point P somewhere, this is the radius vector. If you extend this, if you take a unit vector of radius vector as r cap, the r cap will be in the direction of extending r bar, okay, whereas I is in the direction of extending x, j is in the direction of extending y. Similarly, r cap. See, this is the theta generally we take, we are rotating. So, in the rotating direction, the extending direction of theta, if you take direction, if you draw direction, that gives the direction of unit vector of the theta. So, at this particular point, see, theta is rotating, in the sense it will be in circular path. Okay. So, at that point, if you draw a normal, this is theta cap, unit vector. Okay. Now, we will extend, we will draw this x and y axis. This is x y, this is x, that is I, this is j, this is I, and it makes theta angle. Of course, this is also makes theta angle, right. Now, you guess what is r cap in terms of theta? Yes, you are right, r cap is I cos theta plus j sin theta, resolving into components, that is all. This is r cap is along this, it makes theta angle, no, along I will be I cos theta, along j it is j sin theta. Similarly, theta cap you write down. If you write theta cap, see, this is the theta cap, it makes theta angle with j, and one more normal component will be in this direction, this is minus I. So, theta cap is how much? Minus I sin theta plus j cos theta. In terms of unit vector, if you want to write r bar is how much? The magnitude into its unit vector. Equation 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Let us substitute this r cap over here. then you will get r bar is equal to r into what is r cap, I cos theta plus j sin theta. So r bar is equal to, you can write r cos theta I plus r sin theta j, whatever we got in polar coordinate system. If you compare this equation 5 with equation 1, x will be r cos theta and y will be r sin. This thing you know. This is the displacement of particle in polar coordinates. One part is completed. Now we will calculate velocity, right? So when you calculate velocity of particle in polar coordinates, what we have to do, we should differentiate equation 4, differentiating equation 4 with respect to time, then you will get velocity. Displacement by time is velocity. So dr, so velocity is equal to dr bar by dt, okay, and d by dt of r into r cap. UV, you apply UV method, then dr by dt, that is I am writing r dot means dr by dt into r cap plus r into dr cap by dt, equation 6. See there dr cap by dt is there, that we have to calculate now. Differentiate equation 2, right? Differentiating equation 2, let us differentiate equation 2, differentiating equation 2 with respect to time, we get dr cap by dt. Dr cap by dt is d by dt of, let me write like I into d by dt of cos theta plus j into d by dt of sin theta, just expanding, that's all, right? And one more thing also we can do, dr cap by dt is equal to I into d by dt cos theta, let us multiply and divide with the d theta plus, let me write over here, j into d by dt of sin theta into, again multiplying and dividing with theta, because cos theta is there and we need theta parameter also. So because changing theta is there, is equal to I into, will write it as d by d theta, this here, into cos theta, and dt will write over, will write dt at this place, d theta by dt plus, similarly j into d by d theta sin theta into dt theta by dt. So dr cap by dt, the velocity is how much? Differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta, I sin theta d theta by dt, let me write theta dot, okay, plus j cos theta theta dot. If you take theta dot common, then you will get minus I sin theta plus j cos theta. Minus I sin theta plus j cos theta is what? Third one, theta cap. So this can be written as theta dot into theta cap. Equation 6, 7, this is 7. Similarly, we will do d theta cap by dt. Okay. So if you do d theta cap by dt, let me do here, d theta cap by dt is equal to, directly I am going for substitution minus I d by d theta of sin theta into d theta by dt plus theta cap j d by d theta of cos theta into d theta by dt. Now if you substitute here minus I cos theta, this is minus j sin theta into, I am taking minus, will write plus here, into theta dot d theta by dt is theta dot. See, I cos theta plus j sin theta is r cap. So this is minus theta dot r cap is the d theta cap by dt. Now we'll substitute this dr cap by dt in this equation. Substituting it, okay, substituting this in substituting equation 7 in equation 6, 7 in 6. So what is the sixth equation? V bar is equal to r dot r cap plus r into dr cap by dt is equation 7, theta dot theta cap. So this is the velocity of the particle. See, in this part represents, let me draw the diagram over here. This part represents when a particle is traveling along radius, along radial direction, by keeping theta constant along radial direction, then this will this becomes 0, because if theta is constant, theta dot d theta by dt becomes 0. So only remaining thing is r dot r cap. So this is called V radial. So V radial is equal to r dot r cap. So if theta is varying, say, like, let me take one more this thing here. Now this is another theta, it is varying, but r is constant. Theta is varying. When r is constant, this term becomes 0 and only this term will be there. That is called tangential velocity, Vt. So Vt is equal to how much? This value is Vt, r into theta dot into theta cap. This is the velocity of the particle in terms of polar coordinates. Okay, and we'll see now what is the acceleration. Acceleration you will get by differentiating this velocity. We'll see this acceleration now. So velocity of the particle in polar coordinates, we got V bar is equal to r dot, that is dr by dt, r cap plus r into theta dot theta cap. And previously we derived value for dr cap by dt and also d theta cap by dt. Now we will see acceleration of the particle. Acceleration of the particle, right? So in acceleration of the particle, what is the acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. You differentiate that equations 9, a bar is equal to dv bar by dt. Okay, so if you differentiate that equation, d by dt of r dot r cap plus r theta dot theta cap. So d by dt of r dot r cap plus d by dt of r theta dot theta cap. Just see r dot r cap plus r theta dot theta cap. Now we'll apply UV method. So this is r dot into dr cap by dt plus r double dot r cap plus here UVW method plus UV into W dot, that is theta d theta cap by dt plus r t theta double dot t cap plus r dot theta cap. So while doing, just have little more concentration on this. Okay. Now here we get, let us substitute this dr cap by dt theta dot theta cap over here, then you will get r dot theta cap plus r double dot r cap plus r theta dot d theta cap by dt. Here this value also will substitute. If you substitute, it is minus theta dot r cap plus r theta double dot theta cap plus r dot theta cap. So first let me write this r double dot r cap plus, next one is r dot theta cap, r dot theta cap. You can write 2r dot theta cap. This one, what is the remaining? Plus r theta double dot theta cap and minus r theta dot square r cap. So just verify once, r double dot r cap, we have r dot theta cap and r dot theta cap to r dot theta cap, r double dot theta cap and r minus r theta dot square r cap. So this is the acceleration of the particle in polar coordinates. Interestingly, see, in this case, when we derived equation for velocity, this first term represents a velocity of the particle in radial direction. This is in when angle is changing in tangential direction. In the same manner, these four parts of this acceleration equation has its own importance, its own physical parameter, physical quantities. We will see that. So here in the first case, say the particle is traveling along radial direction, that is r is variable and theta is constant. It is traveling in radius direction. Okay. So when theta is constant, the second term, third term, fourth term will be 0, because differentiation of constant is 0. Remaining is what? In this case, a r is equal to r double dot r cap. This is the remaining thing we have. This is called linear acceleration in radial direction. Clear? So the first term r double dot r cap represents linear acceleration of the particle in radial direction. Now second thing also we'll see. Now we'll make r constant, theta varies. So if I draw graph over here, say this r is the constant, right? When I vary theta, that is theta is varying in the sense circular path, the particle in circular paths. In this case, r is constant, theta varies. See, in the acceleration equation, if r is constant, first term, second term, both are 0, remaining this 2r dot theta remaining is r into theta double dot theta cap minus r theta square r cap is there. In this is the value that is linear acceleration in tangential direction. So at, let me write over here, this is at, the at value is linear acceleration in tangential direction is this one, or theta double dot theta cap, this term, okay, and this is linear acceleration in radial direction, this is linear acceleration in tangential direction, right. So even after making r constant, we have another term in the equation, this one, third one. What is that? R theta square r cap. This is centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration. So just for your information, just remember in lower classes you may have learned the centripetal force or acceleration is v square by r. Just a small note. Centripetal acceleration v square by r. We substitute v equal to r omega, then it is r omega square. R omega square in the sense d square theta by dt square, that is r t, same thing, okay. So, sorry, this is square, omega square, not d square theta by omega square, d theta by dt square. So that is theta dot square. From same thing we got. This is a simple note for you for the recollecting the lower classes topic. So that is centripetal acceleration. Here we have information about 3 parameters, and one more parameter is there, that is this one, this parameter. This is very important parameter. This is called Coriolis force. So in that equation, 2 r dot theta cap is known as acceleration due to Coriolis force or Coriolis acceleration. Coriolis force is the fictitious force, that is imaginary, which is not true. When earth is rotating, on the rotating earth, total thing, humans, everyone moving, due to that motion on that system some force acts. That force is called Coriolis force. To understand more clearly about Coriolis force, let me give one more example. Say a CD drive, CD disk is rotating, CD disk. When it is getting rotated, if you place a particle on it, centrifugal force is different. So due to that rotation, it will be pulled away from it. That is different. Say insect is there, it is at rest, no force will be there. Due to rotation, the centripetal is different. The insect, when see the disk is rotating and the insect is there, if that insect also moving on the disk, then due to that moving, whatever the force developed in the system is Coriolis force. This Coriolis force is the reason behind tornadoes, tsunami, etc. Okay. And this is the acceleration. Coming to the point topic, let us write equation for force. The Newton's second law is what? Mathematically it gives force. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. Let us substitute this. If you substitute mass here, mr double dot r cap plus 2mr r dot theta cap plus mr theta double dot theta cap minus mr theta dot square r cap, right. This is the final equation according to Newton's law, right. So this is the force, Newton's second law in polar coordinates. This is the information for you, and if you have any doubts, you can write in comment section, and like the video, share it and subscribe it. You will get notifications whenever a new video is uploaded on another topic. We will discuss an important, very interesting topic in next video. Thank you.